on Salt Spring Island, where I called the gang there. And I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. Marilyn Redivo was up here earlier, our volunteer coordinator, herself a volunteer, coordinating the work. And listen to this, Canada. Listen to this. Coordinating the work of the 1,000 volunteers on the Saanich Peninsula, the 700 volunteers on Salt Spring Island, and altogether 2,000 volunteers from Saanich Gulf Islands who today made history. Today we proved that Canadians want change in politics. We ran a very, and then I think Canadians need to know this, I think we all know this, we ran a very nonpartisan campaign. We ran a cooperative campaign. I need to start by sharing with you that I had a very gracious telephone call just moments ago from Gary Lunn congratulating me on this victory. I also need to acknowledge, and I'm sure you'll join me in thanking Renee Hetherington and Edith Loring Kayonga for very fine campaigns for their parties. I stand here today as the first elected Green Member of Parliament in Canadian history. As I've been throughout this campaign, as all of us are, to rejecting the politics of cynicism and fear, to embracing hope, to respect and bringing respect back to our House of Commons. I will never shrink from speaking truth to power, nor will I embrace the politics of spin. We need hope over fear. We need compassion over competition. We need to recognize that Canadians deserve a government where 308 MPs figure out how to work together. Whether a majority or a minority, we are 308 MPs, and we are elected to serve the people of Canada, not any one political ideology. And I can't, as it is obvious, I can't name everybody who's been volunteering. It's been the most inspiring thing in my life to see, as Marilyn said, people get up and join me if it's 6 o'clock in the morning in pouring rain to wave at morning commuters, to go door to door, and Bill Davidson, the champ of door-to-door canvassers. And all the people who've been, and I really need to thank the youngest, probably, campaign manager to ever make history in this fashion, with no previous campaigns he's ever managed, Jonathan Dickey. I want to say that this campaign has been about commitment, passion, enthusiasm, and an excitement that we could all feel sweeping through the riding, that we could actually do something different, that we could break with traditions and old voting habits, that we could decide to embrace what's possible and even what's impossible. And throughout the campaign, whenever someone would say to me, but you're up against, lots of experience, you're up against a well-oiled machine, more than once it's occurred to me one of my favorite phrases, which is, of course, that amateurs built the Ark, professionals built the Titanic. I'm so proud of all our young voters, all those like my daughter who voted for the first time today. Thank you. I have to thank the people who came to us from across the political spectrum, from Don Scott, who was once an NDP MLA, to the quite heroic Fraser Smith. Thank you. I wouldn't be here standing here as your new Member of Parliament if not for thousands of people and all the voters and all the lawn signs which some brave crew is going to go around and pick up tomorrow morning. We are truly blessed in Saanich Gulf Islands. We have the most magnificent natural beauty. We have a commitment to care for it. And every time I had people say to me, and over the last, as you can imagine, number of weeks and before that years, there was a great deal of telling me how really dumb it was to think that I could be elected in a place with so many seniors. And I just was thinking when Bill Henderson was rocking on the stage the other night, I was thinking, they don't get that our seniors are rocking. Where are you, Baldy? I'm so grateful for all of your support. What we do now is what will prove the virtues and the benefits of what we've accomplished so far. My dearest friends, and I love you all, the work is just beginning. The work is just beginning. We have to prove to all of Canada that one MP for the Green Party, one MP with a different approach, one MP not squashed by partisanship and entangled in cynicism can actually make a big difference. And to do that, I'm going to need all of your help. To do that, we've got to rock the House. We've got to prove that democracy can work in the face of a false majority, which is what we have tonight across Canada. The minority of the voters have elected the majority of seats. My commitment to change our voting system for proportional representation So there's no way to adequately thank everybody. We have a lot of fun bands coming up tonight. I know Valdi is here and Bill Henderson is here, and I think we've got some performers to hear. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart how great, well, I keep reaching out and clutching my daughter's hand. I can't leave the stage without saying that I couldn't do anything without Victoria Kate and my other kids across the country, Nadia and Sasha and Joe, and in the hall here tonight, Claire and Erdem, and all of the people who've supported me. My brother in Cape Breton, if they're still carrying me anywhere in Canada, Hagulak Amorst. Hagulak Amorst. I love you in Gaelic, I love you in English. Je t'aime, je t'aime. Oh, j'ai oublié les mots en français. Oh, ce soir, nous avons une victoire. Nous avons une victoire historique. Nous avons changé le monde politique en Canada avec le premier siège élu pour les Verts. Avec le travail de tout le monde ici, les bénévoles si généreux généreux qui ont travaillé fort pour presque 2 années pour cette victoire ce soir. Et pour tous les citoyens de le comté ici de Saanich Gulf Islands, merci beaucoup parce que tout le monde a un courage pour changer leur vote, pour changer leurs décisions, pour changer le monde en politique au Canada. Merci! Thank you, merci. I gotta tell you, Ryan just brought me these flowers. I've got to tell you, Ryan McMillan is my neighbor and he's a carpenter and he made this for me. So guess what? I own the podium.